What's happening, YouTube? I just wanted to show y'all a quick step-by-step process of how we get grains prepped. Now, grains is like the second step whenever we're cultivating mushrooms. The grains is what the mycelium goes to start eating, and then we take all of that colonized grain spawn and send that to substrates or create mushroom beds or whatever you want to do with them. So this is basically that process of rehydration, getting them ready to go into bags, get sterilized, and then inoculated. So all of these babies right here, it's just whole oat grains. You can get some whole oat grains from Tractor Supply for like $25 for a 50 pounder. So that's fairly cheap. So we take those, I put those in an OPC just to have something that can hold the heat. And then we use the water that we boil, which I use 2 pots just for the aspect of I need all the hot water I can get. So a lot of people do like overnight soaks or 24-hour soaks and stuff like that. I really keep it simple. We do a little 20-minute grain soak with hot water. We pour it out, let it drain for like an hour and a half to 2 hours based on the humidity that we're dealing with outside. And then from there they get bagged up, go to the pressure cooker, and then they get put in front of the flow hood, and then they get sterilized from there. So yeah, that's the whole little process, but I'm gonna just show y'all a little quick clips to kind of show y'all the overall aspect of how we get it going. So yeah, come check it out. All right, so we're gonna start with this big one. This one is pretty hot and steamy. And then we're gonna take it out here and just pour it in our grains pretty much. And take our last pot. Bring this one. This is the one that got most of the water. So this is the main pot that I use. I just use that other one whenever I need extra water. And we're gonna pour all of that on there. All right, so we got all our grains there. We get them mixed up. They're fully under hydration and that steam, so then that in itself is gonna hydrate them a lot better. Now, when it comes to oat grains, most people do like a 24-hour soak and they let it sit in the bucket and then they drain it from there, whoop de whoop. But then I realized it don't take that much hydration. Them grains absorbing and they take hydration pretty well, especially if you're breaking the outer walls by using like hot water and stuff like that. So my process is just a quick 20-minute soak. We do the 20-minute soak with boiling water. And from now we're gonna strain the water out for like an hour and a half, 2 hours. And then at that point, the grains will be at their perfect hydration. And then from there, we can bag them up and PC them. So yeah, that's the little quick process. You can test it out and see if it works. All my mycelium colonizes when I do my grains that way. So if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? All right, so it's been about 20 minutes. We got these babies nice and hydrated. You see that? Absolutely good. And we get that base, make sure it's all mixed together. And now we're gonna take these and come out here and pour it on my little homemade little grain rake. So it's like an old type to a fish tank or a reptile tank, and then 2 crates basically. So I'm gonna pour my grains out on that, and then from there they're gonna cool down. Now these babies are gonna sit for about an hour and a half, 2 hours, and then I'm gonna mix them every 20 minutes just to make sure that they're draining evenly pretty much. But yeah, we're gonna do that and then we'll bag them up. All right, so then boom, we got all of our grains nice and moisturized, not too wet, because if it's too wet, then it's gonna just promote a lot of bacterial growth. But if it's too dry, then I'm not gonna grow on it. So we got it basically at a perfect amount. Took about an hour and a half of letting it dry. But the temps is like 60 degrees outside right now, so yeah, it's not too bad. Whenever it's like in the middle of the summer, it normally dries quicker because it's so hot. And then when I'm in the middle of the winter time, it take a lot longer. So yeah, we got a good little blend. Not too wet to stick to me, but just enough to stay moisturized. So now we're finna bag these babies up, and then we'll get them into the pressure cooker. So when I'm scooping these, I can't even remember what size these would be. As far as like how to promote buying it, but they're like the smallest bags basically. And so I just want to fill them up right below the airline, because when I colonize them like this. So when I colonize them flat. So we're gonna fill it right below that little white line. And yeah, we'll be good to go. Now I typically only use the small bags for first gen grains, but since I got a lot of extra grain, I'm gonna use the bigger bags, which I typically at that point use for second gen, which is like once this is colonized, and I'll throw it to this one. But I'm gonna do some of these big bags and put some agar in those as well. So. Alright, so hopefully I can get all these bags to fit into one PC, but let's see if we can do it. Back, and we did it. So the bottom got the two big bags. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 bags at the top. I'm gonna go get another towel for the top, and then yeah, we'll get that PC going. And yeah, that's pretty much it. That's my process of making grain spawn. There's a lot of different methods out there, so I definitely recommend trying different methods with different types of grain. I've used rye, I've used millet. I stick with oat because of the pricing. Obviously, I'm frugal, but try them all and see what works for you. So yeah, I hope y'all liked that. I hope y'all enjoyed it. I hope you found anything beneficial. If you did, please like, subscribe to the YouTube, and share it with your Myco friends and all that good stuff. So yeah, I keep y'all updated on the whole grain colonization process and all of that in a couple days. So yeah, much love.